Today, we're going spelunking. Join us to explore the underground caves at Natural Bridge Caverns. And don't worry, all you need for this tour is a good pair of non-slip shoes. As always, I'm Jeffrey, this is my wife Becca, and you're watching Destination Debrief. About a 35-minute drive from downtown San Antonio's Riverwalk, Natural Bridge Caverns is an attraction that comes equipped with activities for all ages. The surface attractions include the Twisted Trails zip rails and ropes course, a maze, as well as gem and fossil mining for the kids. But the caves are the main reason to visit Natural Bridge Caverns, which gets its namesake from a 60-foot limestone bridge that now stretches over the walkway leading down to the Discovery Tour. And this tour just so happens to be our first stop after a brief safety speech. The Discovery Tour departs every 10 to 40 minutes and lasts about an hour with a total walking distance of 3/4 of a mile that includes stairs that take you 180 feet below the surface. Dress accordingly with shoes that can handle damp surfaces and clothes to be comfortable in 70 degrees with 99% humidity. I'd also suggest using the handrails where available.
Steep.
The Discovery Tour takes you through the first cave discovered at Natural Bridge back in the 1960s. And when enlarging the entrance to provide a walkway into the cavern, several stone tools, knives, and arrowheads were found dating back roughly 10,000 years. There were also plant remains uncovered of species that have been extinct for 12,000 years. The preservation efforts of Natural Bridge Caverns has landed it on the National Register of Historical Places. The best thing about tours like this, beyond the historical and educational aspects, is the appeal of exploring caves with little to no special skills required. It didn't require gear to rappel into the cave or equipment for crawling through tight spaces. We literally walked in on a paved path and were still able to marvel at our surroundings. Before we knew it, the first tour had reached the finish line, but we first had to gain some elevation. Remember those stairs I mentioned? After some thigh burning on all those steps, you complete the tour with a long incline that deposits you back outside. Discovery Tour is not a loop or an in and out trail like Hidden Passages, so this tour finishes with a long sidewalk that returns to the starting point. On the way out, we did come across this sign for Hidden Wonders, a new tour coming soon. Remember this for later. With a bit of time to kill, we were getting kinda hungry, so it's time for a quick lunch. Stopping by Big Daddy's, we were able to get a couple of slices of pizza just to tide us over until dinner later that night. The food wasn't anything special, but it was decent enough for something quick.
I wanted a pepperoni pizza, and they only had one left, and Becca ordered it first, so she was so kind to put a single piece of pepperoni on my pizza.
Now it's time for more spelunking. The Hidden Passages tour departed every 30 minutes and also began with a brief history and safety discussion. We learned about the 22-inch wide hole that someone crawled down to view the cave when it was first discovered.
You think you guys would fit?
No.
No?
I'm sure I think my shoulders alone would get wedged in it. The tour lasted about an hour with a total walking distance of 1/3 of a mile that also included a lot of stairs. Like Discovery, the depth was 180 feet below the surface with an average temperature of 70 degrees and 99% humidity. Now, before I say anything else, let's discuss my use of past tense and that sign from before. You remember it, right? So, the Hidden Passages tour was actually replaced by the Hidden Wonders tour. Construction was going on in the weeks heading into our visit, and it opened in the weeks following. The additions to the Hidden Passages tour makes the new Hidden Wonders tour 70 to 75 minutes long with a distance of half a mile, but much of the tour is still the same as what we experienced on Hidden Passages, with some additional portions at the end that we didn't experience, such as the Belt Assisted Transport, or BAT, that brings you back to the surface instead of taking all those stairs again. Sure would have been nice to have that while we were there. Remember that 22-inch hole? I still say there's no way I could have fit through that. A fun aspect of these tours are the jokes from your tour guide, but when she mentioned that some people get scared on the bridges due to the loud noises they make, I decided to joke back.
See what I'm saying?
Could be worse. Could be that glass bridge thing that does a little fake crack in it.
God, I hate that so much.
To sum it all up, we had fun at Natural Bridge Caverns and absolutely recommend it for anyone visiting San Antonio. You can easily spend a good portion of your day here when you include what they also have next door. But that's a story for next week. Check out that and everything else that's still to come this season.